This week's chapter was covering the social response to technological change, um, breakthroughs and risks. Um, so basically, it just went over how basically technology at the end of the day is a double-edged sword. Um, there's a lot of good things inherently like great, like perfect, amazing about technology, and some things that will get worse and worse over time. Some cultural aspects that we talked about in class and in the book is just people's general quality of life. A lot of people nowadays are like able to compare their lives to a bunch of different people, and I don't think it was attention span, but it was something like that. Just the amount of time that we as a generation can spend in silence without our phone and retain a lot of the information that we see out in the real world. That's becoming a thing that declining in recent years due to a lot of technological and cultural aspects that have just been piling on to the fact that a lot of people nowadays don't have to think as hard as they used to, just due to the ease and comfort that a lot of people have gotten when it comes to using technology. Um, there's a bunch of different attitudes to when technology is introduced into a society. Um, there's apathy. Somebody who just like reacts to the news. It's just doesn't want to be bothered with the boring details. Just wants to know what it is and if they have to use it. I feel like when this book came out, it may have not have been such a common thing, but I feel like a lot of people nowadays in our generation are pretty apathetic to the outcome of a lot of things. We see a lot of things as already like pre-written by the time that we will get our hands on them. So I feel like apathy is a new thing that's being seen a lot more recently. I think the most common one would have to be reluctant acceptance. I feel like some people will look at something, for example, like vaccines. You can convince a lot of people to have and take vaccines after showing them data and showing them just that what vaccines have done in recent years and in civilizations, what it has done. But they might need some information and they may need to wait on some aspects of their situation to approve for that. I think avoidance is pretty common. I feel like we're, especially in America and a lot of systems, there's very much so a left and a right. There's like a lot of like tribe mentality when people come to making decisions. They choose it to stick with the people that they agree with and disagree with the people that they disagree with in the easiest way to mention it. I think reactionist rejection is becoming a lot more common today because now a lot of people can become very radicalized through the internet. Just a lot of hyper inflation of information that a lot of people might have not had back in the day. I believe they talked about something like that. Technology traps. How uh technology can sometimes give us like an over dependence on it and can give us like a need to use it or like just a major disadvantage when we don't use it. I think that's something that's coming into more into play um, in generations past ours. I just know I've had a few friends that work in the education work like as like paras or something like that, and they're saying that a lot of kids like have really poor reading retention. They can't really write that good. Their grammar is pretty bad and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of kids now more days are getting more trapped into using technology and not like coexisting with technology. I feel like a lot of kids constantly have to be plugged in. um you know um Technology is not like a constant stream of like consciousness as much as people want to like look at it that way. It's always going to make you look left and right. It's always going to make you want to focus on the biggest thing at hand. um and you can only take that into account like on just how largely it affects you. A lot of people can get affected by political news because that's like what most people see and think about and have to live with and react with in the normal world. And so they might get something in the news and they might cling on to it, and then information will pile and pile onto that, and that will cause outbursts in the population. I think people have to realize that science and technology can improve their lives, but can also be detriment. We can't just expect technology to take over what we have already in place. We have to use it to better or replace some aspects that are like faltering or failing in society. I feel like we can't look at technology as something that can how can I put this? Out Something that can't outpace us but can outwork us. This is something I think people need to realize what technology is. We have to constantly be looking for the next thing to improve. We can't just let the systems that we have today like be the ones that we have in place forever, because culturally we're going to change a lot, and then technologically we're going to change up just as, if not more, um, in the same time as we do culturally. So I just believe we have to um, take our technological advancements with a grain of salt, and we have to realize that um, we can't just become how am I we can't become like put on a leash like when it comes to technology. We have to realize and understand that we need to take breaks and still know how to use our brain in a in a large capacity, and not just be okay with just scrolling every day and having computers do the work that we are supposed to have. So yeah.